And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Michael King. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
King, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball two.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts, and right now it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
In the air, center field. And there's one down. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Number 6.
Kim with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And there's a ball.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
The pitch.
Ball.
Man at first, one away.
3-1.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Throw to first, and he's back in safely. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Here's Max Muncy. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab, Blake Snell.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Bogarts now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Luis Ariz stands in, and that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is down low.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Late with the swing there.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Fernando Tatis Jr. the next up for the Padres. That one missing inside. All loaded up here in the second game of the series. And it's fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And now it's Manny Machado. That's to third. Muncy. Off balance feed. There's one. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Batting six, the left fielder, Teoscar.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And 1-2.
1-2.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. Will Smith to the plate. Check swing, and that's a ball.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Ball, no. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunges for it, but it gets down. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. Their second double play already. This one ends the second inning. bottom of the second. And now the DH, Eggy Rosario.
Eggy Rosario.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
That's out to center field. Outman settles under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. Connor Joe getting ready to hit. And that's way high. And a count 2-1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Here's the catcher to hit, Luis Campusano. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hernandez drop step going back. That'll make it out of here. He'll touch them all. Home run number 5 on the season, and they jump out front. It's 1-0. Base is empty with 2 away. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next pitch is downstairs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Petco Park, on to the third inning. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman.
Ball down.
And that's down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2. Ripped on a line. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Tying run in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Good job to fight that one off. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Freeman on third. Kim at first with no outs. That one not close. Now 3-1. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. That's one way to quiet the crowd. His 21st of the year. It's 3-1. Muncy digs in. And now 1-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. On the ground, right side, on to first. Out. They get the out on Muncy. Here's Mookie now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Ball.
Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
3-2, two-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
First and second, 2 outs. Michael Conforto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Two.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Conforto lifts one in the air, right field. That's back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-1. So 2 away with nobody on. And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. Hit hard on the ground to short. Tosses across to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire. Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Snap throw to first. Merrill dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off. 1 out, base is empty.
inside.
That's in there. And now 2 balls
2-2.
and 2 strikes. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Conforto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
This one in the air right field. Conforto makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Padres,
now, Yu Darvish.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Freddie Freeman.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Number 6.
So a man at first. Hesung Kim now at the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting in.
Oh, that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. The 1-1 is fouled off. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. Here comes Max Muncy. Darvish kicks, delivers.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Now a check swing, but he held up. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Full count.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is a big first out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Ball, no.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that one hit to first. Slides for the stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Bottom of the fourth. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. Steps on first for the out. Now Machado up here.
Number 13, Manny.
You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Eggy Rosario, the next to hit. The 1-1. That's down and in.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. New inning getting started, and here is Michael Conforto. Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now the center fielder, James Outman. One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-2.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. It's Freddie Freeman now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 outs. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Joe makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Back here in San Diego, here's the left fielder, Connor Joe. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Ball 2.
And lines out to third. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Snellzilla picks up the strikeout. Top 6. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Hit hard but foul off to the left. 2-2 now. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Max Muncy at the dish.
Muncy.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he strikes out the side here in the 6th. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Clayton Kershaw.
Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
The center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
Full count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
Now one missed. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped in the air, left field. He's there, he's got it, and that'll do it. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. Will Smith will hit next. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. Just missed.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Darvish strikes out 3 in the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis Jr.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Machado.
Third baseman number 13, Manny.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's even up.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw is late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
That one finds the zone. 3-2 now.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll.
And that one handled. 1 at second. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. Back here at Petco Park. And now the center fielder, James Outman.
James Outman.
Next offering is in for a strike. Chop to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Here is Freddie Freeman.
Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Ground ball to the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
One gone, runner at first. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
1-2. Ball.
Ground ball right side, and a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Freeman over at first with one away. That's too low, and it's a full count. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit.
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
Darvish delivers. And it's fouled away. swings and misses. That's his 9th strikeout so far. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Connor Joe. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Full count.
And that just misses. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch for the out. And the batter now, Luis Campusano.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they're chipping away. It's 7-2. Base is empty, 1 away at the plate. Jake Cronenworth. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Next offering down low and in the dirt. This one in the air, center field. Outman under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
The center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Padres.
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ron Marinaccio.
And something to be aware of, the long ball has been a little bit of a problem for him this year.
Here comes that funky Muncy to the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one inside, look out. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And now it's Mookie Betts.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
This one smoked out to left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
All over that one right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Will Smith. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Now pitching.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Kirby Yates.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Down here, Xander Bogaerts now. Here's a 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Good eye in that spot.
Full count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. And now 2 aboard. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Good eye right there.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. Manny Machado up to the plate. Outside low, and it's 2-1. And that's a little high. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Line drive. Outman hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Last chance for the Padres. Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres. 2 on, 2 outs. The Padres down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
This one was pretty much decided in the 3rd inning. From that point on, all they had to do is play fundamentally sound baseball to secure the win, and they did just that.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.